Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. In this video, we are playing some Athena solo. This is a continuation, of course, of the A to Z series. We're kind of in actually a pretty good lobby. I'm not really sure how this happened. You normally don't expect to see kind of put together lobbies in Smite 1 of all places. And Athena solo is definitely okay, but I might struggle a little bit here. So hopefully we find a way to make it work. I'm going to be very, very candid and say this is definitely not one of the picks I enjoy a whole lot. It's not also one that I'm very good with. I've always just kind of struggled to find Athena solo to, quite frankly, be good, but more directly click with me personally. So I'm hoping that, maybe in a game that's a little bit higher stakes, a little bit more difficult to play in, we can find something in us to do well. We are leaning against a Hades, pretty good solo laner, as well as Sages, so this will be one of the tougher matches we play in the A to Z series for sure, and not in a very easy matchup. So Hades is going to have clear prio for really the majority of this lane. Our best bet is to just try to get gold advantages where we can. Or not really gold advantages, but catch up in gold where we can and try to get these, initial 3 minions or just some of the melees or whatever. Oh, I missed it. Yikes. But just really anything in that regard, because pressure-wise, we do just, quite frankly, lose it. We get out secured as well. So we're really just going to try to soak farm as much as we can and not die. I'll walk away from him, get our 3 off on the archers. We'll be able to clear these backline here, and, it's a little bit of a start. We went Conduit into Tier 1 Shifter Shield just for the idea of, maybe we can have decent HP 5 and sustain. And maybe that helps us out, with our fight a little bit. Not too sure. But we are able to get this. We're going to just go on him, dash here, and we can auto him down really quick. Really clean, smooth pick. Your basic attack damage is actually quite good on this character, especially within the totem, so you want to just kind of use your conduit together. We're going to get blinked on here. This is a classic, of course. Just taunt. Dash away here, and maybe we die, but maybe we get out. We'll have to see. We do get out. Just barely got the Hebo pretty low as well. This is going to be a bit of a try-hard game, so I apologize if the commentary slides a little bit. But we do end up living, so really, really good stuff for us. I'm going to just clear out the rest of this wave really quick. We will lose neutrals here, but it's fine. I just have to clear out these minions. We got a kill, so it's totally fine. Again, we also made the, Hebo get over here, not get neutrals. So even though Hades catches up and, gets the farm that he wants, we're at least able to, kind of be okay with it. One thing to notice about this build is obviously with Tier 2 Shifter Shield, we don't actually have any magical defense just yet, and that is a little bit rough, to be honest. Because this Hades, is going to be able to take advantage of that. We have physical prots at the moment, but it will get better soon. Again, Shifters is, in my opinion, just a great way to go some, damage with all things considered. There's definitely a world where you do just go Ancile instead, but we're just kind of going this to goat and seeing how it works. Should be okay right here, just have to kind of dash out again. It looks like we're going to be getting camped this game. I believe those two are duo queued together, so sort of just what you expect in ranked, right? Not much we can do. We're going to lose our blue buff here. It's not the end of the world. As long as I'm, clearing, farming, playing safe, we'll kind of be okay. We're going to reset right here. No reason to risk this. Unless he just pushes the wave, then I can just pop a health bot and stay. Again, we got the Chalice early for this exact reason. We need sustain. This gives us a little bit of HP 5 at least, which is nice, so even if the Tier 2 isn't worth all too much, we've at least got some value here for sure. Hades doesn't have beads. I don't think that's going to mean too much for us in a laning phase perspective at this point because he's got ult. And yeah, we really just kind of have to play safe. No blue buff means our mana sustain is garbage, even with Conduit. And he's also got Scepter and God knows how many more Hebo rotations in him, so yeah, I am just hiding out for now. I can try my best to get a totem here and there, but even then, I really don't want to commit too hard because if I lose a ton of health, especially at a bad time like right now, it could just be game over, right? Gonna get a bit of poke on this guy. Guan might ult. He looks like he will. I'm gonna ult on the Guan so we get some damage and mitigations as well. And we do actually just get another kill out of it really cleanly, so well done by him. Just take a reset right here. We've got Shifters basically on the horizon. Remember, Hades does not have TP, obviously, and just having went beads, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go beads blink on that god, so We can actually just do this Naga camp. There is a world that Hebo actually rotates to us, so I'm just going to clear this and run. Normally I would love to push the wave, but again, I am used to the campage, so I'm going to make the smart call. Obviously, greedy call is to push that wave, but we push that wave, Hebo's there, we die, we're 2-0. Really, really bad death. He ends up being in mid, but again, I can't predict that, right? I don't know. That's the thing, we're in competitive, you'll probably have the comms, right? And, communicating with your team is great. If we had wards, on their back rights or something like that, maybe we'd have some kind of an inkling. But again, how are you ever going to get that vision realistically in a ranked game or just in general at this point in the match? It's just not really going to happen. So you got to play with what you have. We lose 4 minions for that, but we made the smart competitive play, and that's always what I try to teach, not really cheesy like hyper farming and just taking advantage of bad play. Because again, we are in a better lobby than we've been in for this entire A to Z series, and probably this will be like the best lobby we'll have in this A to Z series, so that's exciting. It's fun. I definitely miss kind of playing against better players. Every time I get a video against better players, I'm always excited and try to prioritize it. Obviously, this A to Z, it's just random, but yeah, it's always fun. So, I had a Sobek video recently that was in a really competitive lobby on Smite 2 that I posted, and that was a great, great go. So, any chance we get makes it really, really fun. Got some picks in mid, so that's great. One of the questions with Athena, obviously, is, well, you have a global ultimate, so when exactly do you rotate, and how often should you utilize that? And honestly, I don't have a great answer. In ranked, it's already very dodgy to rotate. You want to just try to push out your wave and, get a good ultimate off. But you kind of like just read the map and see what happens. So if there's a fight like in mid right now, where it seems like we're kind of engaging, they're a little bit low, let's look for it, right? But if it looks like way too sketchy, let's, just tone back and not do it. So there we just saw people low, and we saw an opportunity, so we took it. But I'm not going to force that and say, okay, wow, we're, starting the engage of a fight, and I just don't know, right? So you got to be a little bit careful. It can go really bad really quickly. We lost a couple minions for that, which is fine because we got a kill. But if we don't, then all of a sudden you're getting yourself really behind, and you don't want to just be a second support when you play solo lane or solo lane, excuse me, most of the time. It's probably just not going to be a very conducive winning strategy. Notice Hebo is here. We're going to get ulted. Potentially just die. Yeah, I am just dead here, unfortunately. Nothing I could do in that one. Oh, unlucky. Probably should have just backed up, not even bothered for the totem. Again, it's a little bit difficult, but it is all good. It's gank number, what, 3 or 4? I'm not really too sure. Is what it is. We'll go into Pestilence now. Pestilence is a great pickup because it is anti-heal, magical prots. They have quad magical on their team, so gonna be really, really valuable. I could have TP'd to that, but I'm thinking I'm really gonna miss most of the wave anyways, so I may as well just let it go. You can also, by the way, totally upgrade your teleport to tier 2 if you wanted to early. I just kind of didn't find an opening to in the very early game, and I could have. I just didn't look to do it, so at this point I'm just going to kind of stick with it, but definitely is like a fine play to make. And despite us like doing well in this lane, I think quite frankly we are just going to like start getting behind now and struggling a little bit. Again, that's just sort of like what happens. We're getting camped in a bad matchup. What do you do? At some point it's just like, it's just a little unwinnable, right? So yeah, we get out secured everywhere. And there's really not too much of a play angle. So the best thing you can do is just try to make it difficult. Either proxy, rotate around, with the Athena ultimate, but most importantly, just try to get your waves when you can. Try not to lose your blue buffs at the very least. We're going to notice Hades is going to make a rotation. I'm going to tag this wave so I can at least get the farm from it. And then take an ult over to Shiva. Wanted to think for a second there, make sure we get a good target. And I think it's just doomed anyways, yeah. So not always the fights go too hot, and that was just really a bad one. Unlucky. Good juke by him. Maybe he's out. But yeah, it's really, really sketchy. We can't be diving in like that. That's just a terrible fight. So I ulted, to try to compensate, try to make it a little bit better, but it's still kind of just garbage. And now all of a sudden we're behind. So go figure, right? And this is really just kind of what I don't like about the character. We're very predicated on stuff that we can't really control, and I just not my cup of tea personally. Get the taunt combo off on him. It does do quite good damage, especially when he doesn't have a wave near him to super heal off of. We can sort of commit to this a little bit more, but looks like he's just gonna be okay. And yeah, we are down a full level now. just a couple, you know, rough looks, and that tends to happen. Clear out this wave here. I do want to get the silver camp if I can. I do want to also get a ward topside, but we've got a little bit of a opening right now. Maybe even to get a kill on this guy. He's probably got ult soon. Again, we really cannot secure him, but it's not about the secure. It's just about taking the fight. And it looks like the bait is good, so we are going to get a kill. He wasted his ult there too. Really new play. But great for us. Definitely happy with that. You know, just leveraging a little bit of a rotation over is always good if we can do it. Looks like their team is on Gold Fury, maybe. I don't have ult, though. I think our op watch might have gotten him off. I'm going to push this right wave pretty hard here. Kibo should be on left, and he does end up getting spotted, which is great for us. And a great pick. Well done. Yeah, our draft is kind of garbage this game. We have Cleo ADC, and, you know, it's just kind of weird. So we'll see what happens, but good pick there for us. Good pick for the Guan as well. We get a little proxy off right here. We can steal this chest camp, and, you know, we're starting to find our way kind of in this game. We had it, we lost it, having it again. Just going to kind of be like the natural flow of some of these things. Second relic, I really like going beads on this character, especially with Conduit. We're a little bit on the squishier side. I think we'll find that eventually we're a pretty strong tank still, but when they have a Hades as well, it's just a lot more damage than you're maybe used to, right? When you have a Kukulin or something, or you have a Chalk solo that you're laning against, lanes can be difficult, and you might feel like the need to build defense, and obviously you should. But that damage is going to kind of like largely leave you late game. And what I mean by leave you is just Chalk's not going to be hitting you in team fights late game when you're playing Athena. Hades very well might. He might not be ulting us per se, but he might be, you know, looking for a fear on us and stuff. And if we don't have beads, it's just going to be really bad. We get Hades pulled or something like that. So just kind of a smart, necessary buy. And we can totally deal without Blink. Remember, we are playing solo. We're not the only engage on our draft. We have a Guan Yu, we have a Shiva, so we've got plenty of that stuff. Remember, we do have Pestilence now, so do apply anti-heal pretty decently. I can kind of just like get on him a little bit. Poke him out here pretty hard. Obviously, again, he's got some help potentially. I'm not going to die to this guy in a 1v1. I'll be okay. He'll do damage and it'll be a little bit spooky, but again, we are fine. Now, if Hebo rotates, you know, we are in trouble, but hopefully we'll be okay from that. He doesn't have Blink right now. I think we actually just saw him, didn't we? Yeah. Might have to give up this tower. We'll see. They're pushing for it. I'm going to back up. It's not worth dying for. If we lose the tower, we lose it. It is what it is. I'm going to back right now. And ult's on this Guan Yu. Hebo beads, or Hebo ult, excuse me, Hades beads. Cancel out his 3 right there. We got good damage on this guy. Oh, and there's just another rotation, man. What is the amount of help these guys are getting? This is insane. Yeah, they are just getting so much rotational help. It is absurd, man. Okay, we do get a pick. Ends up just being a 1-for-1. That's not great. Again, they are quad magical, so I'm going to probably, you know, slate my build a little bit in that way. Oh, this is just a terrible play. He's dead as hell. Yeah, rough stuff, dude. Rough stuff indeed. Can't get him either. Too bad, too bad. We'll come over to this Hebo. Again, he doesn't have ult right now, so maybe there's a kill here. They are a little bit deep, but I'm also thinking they might just be out. We'll get them off this camp, I guess, but yeah, still pretty bad. Do get this camp here. This is a chest. I'm going to go into Heartward. Again, just want to kind of like get a little bit more magical defense, then we can go like a shared pride item. We'll get a Thebes this game for sure. No prophetic cloak, just because we don't have a game where we can realistically like stack the physical stacks, because we're only going to be getting it on the Rama. So, you know, just want to keep that in mind. We're down a bit as a team. I'm down a bit now myself, because, you know, honestly, Hades just kind of got free kills, but we'll do what we can nonetheless. we'll just back up here. Hebo's obviously coming. You don't see this type of posturing unless someone is. I'm just going to ult out. We're fine. Blink ult. Again, if Hebo's for some reason not coming, okay, he's not. It's still just a good play to make. We, remove any opportunity to die right there. We're able to get some relics, and we can just kind of come right back and get a kill. So if they're going to overextend, try to solo us, do stuff like that, let's just play it safe and kind of ensure we have some kind of setup. We did use our ultimate, though, right there, so we're going to just clear right wave, reset, try to TP over to that Gold Fury. We might lose it, so yeah, it's probably not even worth coming to at this point. I don't know, I'm going to upgrade TP and see what happens here. Let's see what we can do. I think it's worth a shot. Catches dash right there. Aegis forced. Too bad. Man, they always have relics or something, but at least we got it, I guess, right? Hebo or Apache ult looks okay. This guy does end up dying. We're gonna head over to this Hebo. I'm gonna call for an attack. Might just be out though. I think he is just out. Yeah, follow-up's a little bit too far away. We should probably get out of here now, guys. This is very deep. Again, our comp is weird. It's not super traditional because, we do have Opwatch and Clio ADC, so gotta kind of play a little bit different maybe than we're used to. Can get a taunt though. Doesn't have too much follow-up, unfortunately. That's alright. Still got a lot of poke. I mean, he'll probably just heal it all. Did force him out. Honestly, we can just like do this. Oh, what is this? Engage. No, no, no. We gotta get out, guys. We gotta get out. This is really bad. Yeah, we do not want to engage. If anything, we're gonna leash them to something, but our Opwatch is like out of mana. At least he lived, though, I guess. I can look for a dash taunt, but again, I don't really think we have too much follow-up. I might still have to just freehand one. They're 5-man grouping on Pyro right now, so Opwatch really should just back. We're going to just try to throw out like a reach here to steal. Almost got it. All good, though. Just back up now. Dash this way. Want to divert the aggro a little bit, but I think we're just having an in-play. Yeah, this is just terrible. There's nothing winning here. Again, this is literally just an angle where as a team we just back up. I'm not really sure what we're fighting for. I know I'm showing face and walking up, but again, if you're like out of mana, you're low, anything like that, you just never take that fight, right? So we're literally just there to try to steal it. We don't steal it, we dash out, and we're totally fine. Again, Opwatch just had to back and just kind of didn't, so it is what it is, but all good, all good. Clear out a bit of this, go to our tier 2. They might go to fire here, and honestly, if they are, there's literally nothing I can do. So I'm just going to like clear my wave and hope for the best. I can show face a little bit, but yeah, they're just on fire, and it is just going to be gone here, unfortunately. I mean, I'm going to make a call just in case we can get a pick out of it, but this looks really bad. Get a taunt off. Yeah, it is just gone. Unfortunate. Not sure there's anything here. I'm going to ult on the Opwatch just so he's a little bit safer, but I might just be getting myself killed, honestly. We'll see. If we can get any type of picks out of this, this is at least playable. We got one. We're going to get a taunt. Beads forced on him. Hopefully they end up killing him. Nice ult. Good job. Alright, 2 picks. Losing fire is still bad, but 2 picks is definitely, like, at least kind of playable. We can get a tier 1 tower on the right, hopefully. A blue buff as well. Maybe even that mid beacon. And you make a bad trade, a terrible trade, kind of okay. Really hate how much like team fighting we're having and like stupid team fighting. Again, this is a very team fight heavy character, and that's how you want to play it. But they're just not really good team fights, so you don't love that. But we'll get Purdue in tier 1 here. We'll get a Sentry Ward, and think about what our next course of action is. We've kind of evened out the game a little bit from a deficit perspective. 3 with fire still means we are weaker. So this Gold Fury is kind of that decision of like, do we want to defend it? Do we want to fight for it? I still think we can defend it, but it is like not an easy defense. If Hades gets a good angle, we're in a lot of trouble. He is like starting in side lane right now, so we've got like a tempo advantage, so to speak, in the terms that we're here first, but that doesn't necessarily mean we want to pull it, so it's probably just going to go up to like some kind of a weird steal angle, or at least waiting for the Hades. And this is really like where you want to have your hunters and stuff, because Hades right now is free farming and we're kind of stuck. I can teleport over to match, but that's not really good. So Hades can really take his time and just farm here. He might not. but he really could if he wanted to, and looks like he's not doing it, which is great for us. Okay, he kind of is. Never mind. Might be a little bit doomed. We'll have to see. We can just go on this Karen again. We have to force something here while we have numbers. So that's going to be Karen ultimate down. Did Rama just blink? No, he rolled. I'm going to ult this guy just so he lives. Just disengages, so it's pretty rough. And yeah, this fight is not going well at all. Did get a big combo there. 2 beads as well. We were going to have to back up here, though. We are a little low. And yeah, it looked like it was okay, but opportunity cost, right? Look how much we're losing in right. We're losing a wave, another wave, tier 2 tower here probably, and he is just going to get that. So, you know, on the bright side, it's the tier 2 we can't get later. So that's like the extent of the gold gain they're going to get from him split pushing this game most likely, but it's still like, it's still just rough for us, and it's rough because this Hades now is going to show up really big. But we did get 2 beads. We got Hebo beads and we got Merlin beads. So we have like a play to make. We got Carinal as well. That'll probably be up. But we have some kind of an angle to maybe build something here. And with Hades going right now, we should just go to gold right now. This is like our best angle to get it. Again, they have to play a little bit safe on that back line. So if they do walk up, we've got a corner bait angle. If they don't walk up, we have a free gold fury here. So we're going to call for the call here, and I'm going to just play a rock. Again, Merlin is my target, or Hebo, either one. Rama, we see playing really safe. We're going to go on this guy, force his dash. He's going to get taunted, and he should just be dead here. I don't have ultimate, though, so a little scary. Okay, we do get the pick. We lose one. Shiva's building full damage. That is grim. But yeah, we're going to lose the fight. Unlucky. Okay. Too bad. I mean, again, the angle is good there. It's just like we have very troll builds on our team. Too bad. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Alright, we'll push out mid here and just take a reset. That's literally like the best fight we'll get this game. So, move now is just going to be trying to take a fight where we have like Fire Giant at our advantage, and maybe they kind of just overextend, spend too much time hitting the Fire Giant, and then they sort of just end. They're going to go to it now, so I'm going to just try to play like a little bit awkward and try to taunt people away and stuff like that. Oh, but he at the bottom, that's weird. We are fine here. Oh no, fire's not even up. Okay, we're okay. Sorry. I boxed out there for no reason. Just went to Pyro. We get Pridwin on our back. Gives us some much needed cooldown, I'd say. And next item can just be like a Spirit Robe, I guess. You know, it's a way to get some physical prots. This ROM is really kind of doing nothing, but you know, the mitigations, a little bit of extra cooldown is still really strong for the other targets, so I think it's still a good buy. Yeah, man, this is tough. You know, I always kind of felt like the Guardian games would be the hardest games on this A to Z series, and obviously, like, we've played different amounts of different characters, and we'll obviously have the most amount of mages games through the end of it, just because there's more mages than other classes, but when you're playing setup, it's just a lot more difficult to be independent. You know, I could have went a full damage build for fun this game, but it just would have been really bad into the draft, right? So I want to pick stuff that's fun, you know, do it in a fun way, but I also don't want to just pick stuff that I know is like not going to work, right? If we were into a worse lobby or something like that, then, you know, I would definitely be a little bit more inclined, or if their draft was just a little bit better for full damage, I'd also be down. Just wasn't the time. Good poke, though, on the Hades. That's going to be his dash force right there. I'm going to ult on the... Oh, he's just gone. Never mind. I'm ulting on nobody, boys. We got to run out of here. Yeah, just tough. Just tough. I think we kind of have to give this. I mean, I can make a defense attempt. You know, Cleo's coming over at some point, right? So it is, like, doable, sort of. We're going to just taunt him so he gets on the edge of the fire, takes a little bit extra damage. But again, Hebo can kind of just sit on us. Even with the anti-heal, it's really not strong enough, and it's just kind of a shame. Yeah, he will just eventually kill us. I've got to just leave. I'm going to ult on this guy to try to give him a little bit of hope, but yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just gone, and we're going to die here as well, probably. Yeah, too bad. We'll dash up if we can. Again, you kind of just have to make a play, right? Almost certainly we're just going to die there and nothing happens, but Like, we're losing every fight so hard that if we steal a fire, you know, maybe there's a chance, but it just doesn't happen. All good. Next item is going to be Spirit Robe, like we said. And this is really, like, this is lame. I hate this god. It's fun. I'm excited for the next pick, though. Atlas is going to be really fun. This one's kind of just ZZZ, you know? Like, 3 Guardians in a row is a little sleeper, for sure. I think I'm probably, on this Athena episode, going to double upload and upload a Guardian video later today, because I just want to get through them. We'll see, though. Yeah, we are just dead again. No. Too bad. You got a trade out of it. Man, I took so much damage right there. We don't lose yet. Just got blink. Nice job. Yeah, we don't lose just yet. I kind of just like literally walked up and died. That was a little sad. Aegis Force, nice job. I do have ult. Let's get on Cleo. Should be able to help her here a little bit. Oh, she's just dead. No, dude. Thought the miss might be enough. That's just the damage though of like Hades and stuff. Yeah. It is looking super, super grim. Do we have any kill potential on this guy? A little bit. Bro, Bancroft's Claw is so OP. I'm just dead. Oh my gosh. Yikes, my bad. They are so fed. I did get the pick. Team's not super happy. What is that damage? No, that claw is so OP. You like get so many shields and healing and stuff. Pestilence is just like so lame. Oh well. Alrighty. What's the move? What's the move? I'm trying to think. This one feels scuffed because you know I can like farm it out and just hit 20, but I'm not really sure how valuable that is. It's a weird spot where like right now, yeah, obviously do you want to farm, but as a tank with like really no options, do you actually want to get the farm to yourself or have it on someone else? I mean, if no one else is going to get a wave, I'll catch it, but I'm not really trying to like push out waves. I just don't think that's like super great to do. It kind of puts you in an endless death loop, but like I don't know, if I'm taking farm, it's kind of doomed. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And we were 2-0 this game. Shit got bad quick. Sort of was expected, so, you know, it is what it is, but felt like we had a chance. For sure. Got an ult out. Am I dead here? No. Almost stole it. It's worth a shot. Get Spirit Rope tier 2 here. Shiva full damage, though, support is definitely not the move. We'll say that. Let's see, is there anything here? Don't think so. Yeah, I can't dash in here. This is so scuffed if I do. Ramen did dash. I can get a taunt on him. That's his beads. Back up. I suppose. Got a mid-wave to clear. I think this might just go down anyways. Yeah, it does. Too bad. Gotta beads this. I think I'm just dead. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Good luck, Guan. Rip Guan. Damn. You know what? What I'll say is this probably shouldn't have lasted 29 minutes, so we made it, we made it kind of competitive. We had a nice laning phase, and it just kind of wasn't enough. Sort of got stacked on a little bit, and just not really a great pick. So we try to make some attempts. The best thing you can do in a game is be proactive. We didn't sit there passive, and if it ends up being a loss, like, it is what it is. You try your best with the situation you're given, and some stuff are to your liking, some stuff not so much. So was a good attempt, but we will save Athena for another day, unfortunately. Cleo, again, not so happy, but it is what it is. We're going to check the player damage and all that stuff, segue out with the stats as we always do. I think for player damage here, I'm going to guess something rather low. I've kind of been on and off on guessing, but I'm going to say like 20,000 maybe a little bit lower. Actually, I'll say 16,000. Again, we're not really putting out numbers like that on this pick, so is what it is. 17K, yeah, pretty average for sure. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you all yeah, I will see you all super soon. And I appreciate it as always. And peace.